UNLV found its quarterback this season in Mountain West Freshman of the Year, Jayden Maiava. It's all about being ready when your number is called on, and when it was, he made the most of it, with the help of his veteran teammates, his preparation, and youthful spirit.
Rebels are off and running with Maiava to the end zone. Touchdown UNLV.
You know, just having him at quarterback, knowing that he could flip the switch and be serious, but also, you know, flip the switch and, you know, be your friend and be funny. You know, it's just seeing that calmness in him when he's on the field, you know, it's cool.
He's had some mistakes in the games, but just seeing the way he bounces back from those mistakes from a young individual, you know, his true freshman year, you know, that's been the very impressive thing.
He definitely matured the QB position, but he's also young, so, you know, a kid's going to be a kid, a young man's going to be a young man. So when it's time to work, he's definitely going to lock in and work.
I just like to see everybody smiling. That's really my thing. I don't like nobody seeing their heads down. I just like to make everybody happy.
It didn't matter if he was QB1 or QB2, Maiava made sure he was ready for his moment.
He prepared exactly the same way from the day we got here, like preparing to be the starter. Because he knew at that position he was a play away from becoming that.
I may be the starting quarterback, but I still prepare like I'm the 2 quarterback, you know what I mean? So I just try to not get too ahead of myself and just be where I'm supposed to be, where my feet are.
But it wasn't without a little help from his teammates, namely All-America candidate Rebel wide receiver Ricky White.
Me and Jayden have a strong connection. You know, we built chemistry throughout the summer leading up to this season. Even last year, you know, he was, you know, the backup quarterback, but we still had connection. I feel like we kept throwing to each other, you know, running real routes, real game routes. So I feel like that chemistry built it throughout the summer, and it, you know, when he got that chance to start come game time, it was already there.
Those two are always out there after everybody else is off the field. There's a connection, and it started early in the season, but then now this used to be those two, now it's the core group of receivers and the tight ends. Everybody has bought into it. So I think it started with those two. There's a chemistry, and that's certainly helped us.
It's inspirational, you know, not only to me, but to the other, you know, wide receivers, to the other quarterbacks, you know, seeing the work that they put in off the field on their own free time and seeing how it correlates to the game. You know, a lot of people want to be more a part of that.
That chemistry has led to an offensive explosion this season.
Maiava to pass, wide open, it's Ricky White across the middle. White with great blockers downfield to set up the touchdown.
Just everything that you would want in a receiver. You know, he's very smart as well. That's something that I learned from him, watching him play and watching him run his routes. You know, he knows how to read defenses and knows, you know, how to get open and stuff like that. So just, you know, learning from him and being next to him is just an incredible thing, because, you know, I feel like I'm getting better just being around him because he's such a good receiver.
Ricky is just, you know, the ultimate leader, and he's just a dog. I know every time he's on the field, I just don't know what's going to happen. You know, every time he touches the ball, it's a big play.
I think some of the things that I respect the most about Ricky is how he plays when the ball's not in his hand. You know, the down the field blocks, the leadership that he's providing, he's been tremendous for us.
It's the relationship between veteran and rookie that's made all the difference for UNLV this season.
It's taking our team confidence to all-time high. You know, anytime, you know, you're young like he is, to be put in the position that he's been in, a lot of guys, you know, it might overwhelm them, but not him. He's got a little moxie to him, got a little swagger with him, and he just came in and acted like he's been the starter for 4 years. And just the way he carries himself, he's a very humble kid. And he's all about his business, all about the work, and he just wants to win. And, you know, when you had that in your quarterback, who's the leader of the team, it trickles down to everybody else, and we just follow his lead.
Ricky White is behind the scenes and on the practice field, meeting room, his voice is so strong, and there's not anybody that's going to outwork him on the field. So our young guys see those habits and they understand this guy's been around the block, he knows what he's talking about.
Both are ready to continue putting that chemistry on display come Saturday at Allegiant Stadium.
He's a ball player. I mean, you put him out there against anybody, and I'm going to take him no matter what, you know what I mean? So he can line up anybody across with him. He's going to go up and get the ball.
It's just great having him as a leader, as our QB, and I feel like he just brings the fuel that we need, you know, and the leader that we need in our offense, really.
Maiava is the top freshman in the nation with a 64.1 completion percentage, while Ricky White is just 38 yards away from tying the school record for receiving yards in a season. In Las Vegas for the Mountain West Network, I'm Bridget Howard.